Hello and welcome back to another Hitfilm tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can use the brand new motion tracker that is inside of Hitfilm Pro version 15. Let's get on with this tutorial.
Okay, so I'm now over inside of Hitfilm Pro version 15, and as you can see I have got my footage, which is actually a composite shot of some green screened footage with a grey layer to add the light wraps. So now I'm going to create a new composite shot out of this, and while I could do it in the normal composite shot, I wanted to have this all pre-rendered so it would run a little bit faster. But you can do it anywhere really, as long as you have your base footage. But I'm just going to right click and select make composite shot, and then I'm going to name it tracking footage. And this is where we're going to be adding the lower third and also the tracking. So the way that the new motion track behavior works is that you apply it to the thing you want to attach to the tracked element. So I'm going to grab my lower third, which I have created, which if I just hide this footage you can see that is the lower third, but I want to track it with my head movement. So I'm just going to move it to somewhere that fits, and then I'm going to search in the effects tab for motion track, and then I'm going to drag and drop this onto the lower third. Then in the viewer you can see that it says please select video to be tracked. So I'm going to go into the motion track controls, and in the motion from drop down I'm going to select footage. Then you can see that it is analysing the footage layer by going through each frame and tracking the movement of each point. Then once it's finished you will see that there are lots of dots, and if you select the footage that the motion track effect is applied to, it will remove those dots, but if you select the motion track effect then it will grab them again. And as you can see the cursor in the viewer has now been changed to a plus, so you can then drag and create a selection. And now you can see that the lower third is moving with my head. You can also see that it's rotating and changing scale based on the movement of these points. There have also been some on-screen controls added. As you can see we have replace, we have add, and we have remove. Replace will allow you to draw a new selection, but it will delete the original selection. So now as you can see the lower third is moving with my t-shirt. If you then select add and then you make another selection, it will keep your previous selection and it will combine it with the new selection. And remove will remove whatever you select from the track. So as you can see, I've now just removed all of the tracking points. I am just going to go back to replace, and I'm just going to select my head, or my face. If we then go over to the controls of this motion track, you can see that we have motion from with the drop down, then we have position X, position Y, rotation and scale. These all have checkboxes next to them. If you disable position X, then it will only rotate, scale and move on the Y, and it won't move left and right, which is the X axis. And if you deselect position Y, then it will only rotate and scale. If you remove rotation, then it will only change scale with the movement of the points. And if you just deselect everything, then it will stay still. I'm just going to go for a position X and position Y movement so that it's tracked to my motion but not to the rotation, because it's harder to read like that. But you can track in the rotation and scale of an element as well. So say if you wanted to stick an emoji over someone's face, then you could have it rotate with their head movement, for example. And then to position this into your scene, I'm just going to select the lower third and then move it as I would any other layer. And you can also scale it down, and then as you can see it moves with my movements. This behaviour can be used for tons of different things. You could use it for tracking memes into videos, or you could use it for adding motion graphics into travel videos and tutorials. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, then please leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to be notified when I next upload, then ring that bell icon that appears after you press the subscribe button. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.